Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa and Show. Here is what we have today.
Sanibona, sisekula udaba le-budget. Ngifisa ke ukuchaza kule video njengoba bengithembisile kwi-video edlulileyo ukuthi ngizochaza ukuthi kwenzakaleni ngoLwesibili kule portfolio committee, kungani i-EFF kanye ne-DA bethi ngcono baye enkantolo kuyophikiswa isinqumo esithathiwe kuleya portfolio committee. Okwesibili futhi engifisa ukuchaza engifisa ukuthi ngikuveze isinqumo esithathwe i-Action SA ukuthi sinamthelela muni. Ngifisa nje ukuchaza lezo zinto. Engizokwenza manje sizocaphuna owe-Action SA achaze ngesingaba ukuthi ngesingaba isinqumo abasithathile ukuvota ne-ANC sisho ukuthini.
Cha umuntu kumele clarify one thing here. When i-ANC icela ukukhuluma ne-Action SA ngendaba ye-budget, i-Action SA ibe clear from the beginning ukuthi we are prepared ukusupporta i-budget on condition you remove u-0.5% VAT. Ilokho nje ukuthi no VAT. Umehluko khona ukuthi i-DA ne-EFF bebenama-condition over and above this VAT. For example, i-DA ibikhuluma indaba yokuthi yona yebo iyafuna khishwa i-VAT kodwa futhi ngayisupport i-VAT on condition uhulumeni uzo-reversa i-Bela Bill, expropriation of land, u-ANC giving powers i-DA Western Cape ikwazi ukuyimela Western Cape ingathola amandla kakhulu, ingalindeli uhulumeni izinto ikwazi ukuyimela. Those conditions le Action SA engangeni kuona because okwethu was asikwazi uholda i-country to ransom. Yebo si-opposition kodwa ekugcineni we remain constructive opposition. Now sitheke ngoba kusasa kuzophasiswa i-fiscal framework. Abantu abakufunde nalokho akuyona i-budget ephaswa namhlanje kuzophaswa i-fiscal framework. I-fiscal framework kusokukhulunywa ngokuthi uhulumeni imali uzoyithola phi i-revenue, how you gonna spend money, and nezinto eziningi oyibhekwayo nje ukuthi i-budget izohamba kanjani. Bese kuqala ke manje i-budget process esizoya emakomitini. I-budget bakwethu iyoziphasiswe nini ngoJune. Ayikho i-budget ephasiswa namhlanje, sakhuluma ndaba nge-fiscal framework. Na kubalekile usiqonde these processes khona sikhuluma ngento esizaziyo, singagcini silandela izinto eziyipropaganda ezidukisayo. Now i-Action SA namhlanje yini ezoyivotela? Izovotela i-fiscal framework as proposed by Treasurer.
Yindeke le video kodwa ngithi angiyinqamule la ngoba sefikile kulento angifisa ayichaze ukuthi bazovotela i-fiscal framework as proposed. Sizokhumbula ukuthi ngomhla ka-12 uminister waproposa i-budget bayibiza nge-fiscal framework, wayipropose nansi i-budget kodwa iphuzo kelona lihamba phambili. Sino 0.5 kulonyaka, sino 0.5 kunyaka ozayo ngoba yila sivuzama khona ukuthi siraise ama revenues. So uma bona bevuma ukuthi sivuma le budget injengoba injalo. Ngizama ukuchaza ukuthi bona bayivuma injengoba injalo, akunama amendment. Kanti kwi-portfolio committee bebenamandla ukuthi bengathi cha asi-amende manje siwususe lo 0.5. Ithi ivunywe eParliament kodwa ibivunywa si-amendile. Ngeshwa-ke abebesho njalo babebancane bababaningi abathi sivuma njengoba injalo. Kodwa-ke okusho i-Action SA bathe under one condition ukuthi sinipha 30 days yokuthi njenge-National Treasurer niyofuna amanye ama-means. Uma seniwafunile bese nibuya nawo sibone ukuthi senze njani ningayikhuphuli i-VAT. Babapheke 30 days ngoba ngokomthetho fanele i-VAT ikhuphuke ngomhla ka-1 May. Ngicela ukukucaphunela ke owe-DA uze ukuthi ubuze umbuzo othini eParliament, ngicela uzwe la.
Madam Speaker, I rise in terms of Rule 92 on a procedural matter. Madam Speaker, you would have received my letter this morning indicating that we are of the opinion that the report as it was published today, the final recommendation was not included and put before the committee last night as it appears in the ATC, and therefore it does fall foul of Section 8.4 of the Money Bills Amendment Procedure and Related Matters Act. I did receive your response. However, I wish to put on record that it is our opinion that this procedural matter is, that the matter is in procedural default. It must also be kept in mind that it's a matter of law since the VAT increase will commence on the 1st of May 2025, and we would like to ask you to please send this report back to the committee on those procedural grounds, because if the House considers that report, despite the procedural defect, that this House would be complicit in considering what we believe to be an illegal report at this stage. Thank you.
Law owe-DA ubecela ukuthi ayithathwe le report ibuyele back to kwi-portfolio committee ikhulunywe futhi uma kuvunyelwana ngendlela i-action esho ngayo ukuthi bavota kodwa kune-condition ayibhalwe le condition ngoba njengoba i-fiscal framework nje enga-amendiwe futhi ingabhaliwe le condition angeke kwenze kube namehluko ngaleso sizathu ingakho bethi ngomhla ka-1 May izokhuphuka i-VAT. Ngicela ukukulandela ke udoctor abe-Newsroom Africa bamlandela izolo ukuthi akachaze kabanzi ngokusebenza kwale portfolio committee le okuyona ebihleli ngoLwesibili. Ngenzela ukuthi sihambe nazo kahle lezi zinto sibe siziqonda ukuthi zisho ukuthini. Sizothi masifika kulento ezikhulunywe ngabanye kodwa sibe siziqonda ukuthi zisho ukuthini. Ngicela uzwe la.
So much for inviting me.
I want to start off with what transpired yesterday and the processes that need to be followed. So after the Minister of Finance makes his budget proposal to Parliament, then there are various committees that will be sitting down to deliberate on some of the reports, including the amendments that were proposed by the Minister in his budget speech. Then what happens in the committee before that report actually is handed over to Parliament, where Parliament would then be voting on the budget?
Yes, thank you so much. So subsequent to the minister having tabled his budget, as you rightfully say, so the report that the minister has tabled forwarded to those two finance committees of the National Council of Provinces and also National Assembly. So those two committees jointly must now interrogate the proposal that have been made by the executive, which is essentially government through the Minister of Finance. And when they look at this proposal, there are specific criteria that they look at. They must look at the proposed revenues for the next 3 years, this year and the next 2 years, the expenditure. They must look at the debt situation of the country for the next 3 years. How is it going to be paid? They must look at any borrowings. And also, they must look at the macroeconomic environment that is being proposed. So essentially, we look at the policy and fiscal policy that the minister is proposing. And they must actually interrogate this as to whether it is actually feasible. And when they are doing this, they must also do public consultation, go to the public and invite various stakeholders. And they must also invite two institutions that are mandated in the Money Bills Act, which is my institution, the Financial and Fiscal Commission, as well as Parliament's advisory institution to these committees, which is a PBO. Subsequent to having done that, now they must come up with either there are two ways of them to actually come up now with this with the report. They deliberate, but in the report there must be a key outcome which is very specific in the report. The report must specify whether those committees want to accept the proposal, the fiscal framework, or want to amend the fiscal framework.
Engakaqhubeki nje uDoctor kodwa ngifisa ukuthi siyinake le ndawo ayishoyo yokuthi uma seyiproposiwe ibudget ngelisuku le budget speech eseyithulile yonke inkulumo yakhe uminister seyiyake kuma committee lawa amabili ama-committee lawa aconsulte njengoba bekuhlangana kuma-portfolio committee wabo lawahlukene. Emveni kwalapho bese kufika lolu suku lolu olwangolwesibili lapho behlangana khona njenge-committee zimbili izinto ekufuneka zenzeke. Zimbili, it's either bayayemukela injengoba injalo i-fiscal framework okanye bayayi-amenda. Ibalulekile ke le party engisho manje ukuthi it's either bayemukela injengoba injalo noma bayayi-amenda. Yingakho lo mlungu we-DA ethi akukho la kubhalwe khona ukuthi there's a condition. Into eyenzekile bavele bayemukela injengoba injalo. Ngifisa ukuthi nje ngicacise le ndaba. Sizoqhubeka noDoctor asitshela ukuthi njengoba bayemukele injengoba injalo kuzokwenzakalani-ke.
So what transpired last night is that the committee jointly decided not to amend, but to accept with recommendations. So in this instance, then, they are supposed to guide Parliament as to how Parliament must proceed by either accepting or amending. By either accepting, yes, or amending. So now what they have done is to say, we will not amend as this committee. We will leave it to Parliament to amend. We will not make that decision as this committee. We will rather put in some caveats to say that, yes, we accept on condition that you review these specific issues, the VAT, as well as the tax bracket CRIP. So in actual fact, even though the committee has the power in the Money Bills Act to actually amend themselves as the committee and be specific and direct Parliament, they are choosing to abdicate that power to Parliament. So now Parliament now must receive this entire report and look at their recommendation and then using their wisdom as their house and decide whether they want to actually adopt the fiscal framework with these conditions that have been put in. Now, what happens now is that they are putting the ball back into the minister's hands in to say that you have 30 days to review your proposal, even though in principle we do accept it, but you still have 30 days to come up with an amended version, which it could be construed as well as a contradiction.
Yeah.
Therefore, the only people, who can now either amend or accept the report is Parliament or reject it is Parliament.
Sasichazela kahle dokotela la. Sichazela ukuthi sizwe ukuthi noma i-committee lona linawo amandla okuyi-amenda kodwa likhethe ukungayi-amendi kodwa lithi siyayivuma yona kodwa sicela ukuthi ubhekisise le ndawo ezimbili le-tax CRIP ne-VAT ubhekisise le ndawo lesikupha 30 days ukuthi uzama amanye amasu njengoba esho ukuthi manje sebebuyisele amandla back to uminister ke manje usenamandla ukuthi abone ukuthi uyeza namanye ama-recommendations amanye uzowathatha nama-recommendations wabo awabuke ngoba bona bayemukela bathe cha thina sayemukela njengoba inje kodwa sicela ubhekisise nazi izinto ezimbili esingagculisekile kuzo kodwa thina nje siyemukela njengoba injalo. Ayi ngaze ngakufisa ukufunda yazi uma ngizwe udokotela echaza kahle kanje lento ya kube ngafunda ngabe ngisebenza kulama office. Asiqhubeke ngifisa ukuthi achaze ukuthi lokhu kusho ukuthini mhlambe khona sisazomcaphuna ngazi kodwa ngifisa ukuthi lento icace kahle siyazi ukuthi yonke lento ebiyenzeka izolo njengoba bevotile ukuthi bayemukela iParliament yayivuma ibudget yayemukela ukuthi kusho ukuthini. Ngifisa nje ukuthi siziqonde lezi zinto kahle.
Well, if we stick strictly to the Money Bills Amendment Act, there are only two ways. It's either you accept or you amend. So there are no, you can make your recommendations, but what is important here is that what are you as a committee saying? Are you saying you accept? So if in principle the committee is accepting, it means that they're accepting the proposals that have been tabled by the executive. And the executive can say, okay, you want some recommendation, you made some recommendations, and you're asking me in the next 30 days to go and look into these things. I can just go and look at them, and I can still come back with the same view because you have essentially accepted my proposal.
Sesimzwile kuDr ukuthi njengoba kuvotiwe nabo bengayiamendanga bayemukelwa ibudget konke sekulele ezandleni zika minister. Uminister uthi udokotela uminister uphiwe 30 days ukuthi akabheke ezinye indlela kodwa uminister unelungelo lokuthi athi angizitholanga ezinye indlela ngoba vele niyemukela ibudget izoba njengoba niyemukele. Ilokho ebengifuna ukuthi sikuchaze la. Kanti uminister esikhuluma ngaye wakwakhuluma into ngelila ngasiqeda ngodokotela bese simcaphuna.
Yes. So I think the important thing now as we move forward, Aldrin, is that what happens now at Parliament.
Yeah.
So there are scenarios that we have to understand what happens now. Parliament can say, we do not accept this proposal. And therefore, it must go back to the committee again, because they must be specific. And what happens now in the interim, because now we're going to get to a point, remember now it's a new financial year. Government departments must be allocated money, the provinces must be allocated money. So what happens now? So we have to now to say, if there is a stalemate at this point, we have to say, what was the last approved fiscal framework? The last approved fiscal framework was in the medium-term budget policy statement. So we have to go back there because now, life must continue. There must be funding. There must be allocations. So we have to go back to the last one while in the interim, this is being sorted out. So we can go back now to the last amended fiscal framework, which was tabled and approved by Parliament in 2024-25 for the next 3 years. And then we just go to that particular year of 2025-26. And then we can start to allocate or to spend. But there is a limit on how far we can spend. We can only spend 45% of the budget for the next 4 months, right? Even after 4 months, nothing is still happening, nothing is moving, there's still an impasse. Then we can only spend 10% of the allocated budget. But in aggregate, if throughout the entire year there's still an impasse, we will just have to be limited to the approved budget that was in the MTBPS for 2025-26.
Lana ke udokotela uchaza ukuthi ukube izolo laba abavote against ibudget yibona abaphumelele beyizobuyela emumva ku portfolio committee bese ke ukuze impilo iqhubeke bese kuthathwa ke kusetshenziswa ibudget le ya last year kodwa approviwe. So ilonto le abeyichaza kodwa ngoba kwenzekanga kuzoba njengoba esho ukuthi manje isinqumo silele ezandleni zika minister. Uyena osezobona ukuthi kule 30 days uyazithola izindlela noma akazitholi. Uma ezithola uzosazisa ashintshe. Uma engazitholi futhi unelungelo lokuthi ikhuphuke phela iVAT ngoba vele labantu bayivumile. Ilokho bengithi angikuveze la ngokwale nkulumo kodwa uminister yena wake wakhuluma kanje.
We don't have called something deadlock breaking. We don't negotiate the budget. People are going to say whatever they say. And whatever they say, we'll listen. I'm going to say whatever they say. In the finances, there's a president in this country. We must make those policy choices. We can't have deadlock breaking machine. The president must make a choice, a decision once we're making all of this noise and say what is best for the country. We don't have that.
Njengoba ke uminister akhuluma kanje, yena lento enza ukuthi ngithi ayi, ukuthi khona ezinye indlela azoza naso. Yena phela lo minister lo wayefuna ukukhuphula le budget ngo-2%. Waphoqa ukuthi i-DA yayivumelane naye. Lezi ezinye vele iy'ngcelebane zabo lapha ku-GNU zase ziyivumile. I-DA ekwazi kwathiwa ayihlehle ibhajethi ngomhla ka-20 kuFebruwari, yingoba i-DA yayala ukuthi i-VAT ikhuphuke ngo-2%. Wayehlisa-ke lo minister wayesebona no ngcono athi 0.5 kulo nyaka, 0.5 kulo nyaka ozayo izobe sewu-16%, ngoba kubethe 16 abantu bebezokhala bathi 1%, kodwa manje 0.5 bungathi into engatsho lutho nje, into encane. Osho ukuthi izinto mangabe zizobiza kulo nyaka zobe zibiza kakhulu ngonyaka ozayo. Manje uma kukhulunywa ngominister onjalo othi ayinegotiate ibudget, asazi mhlawumbe uzoza nazo iy'ndlela ey'thize, kodwa-ke kulula ukubavala umlomo laba abanye ukuthi babanike iy'khundla. Ngiyabazi bonke, banele babanike iy'khundla nje, bahole lapho 100,000 ngenyanga, babe nama-benefits, bathule ngathi abakaze basho lutho, bathule nje uhloko umuntu oyishonele oyifele. Ingakho-ke ngithi asazi sizozwa khona, kodwa bengithi angikulethele le information uze ukuthi isinqumo esithathwe i-Action SA uma ithi ibudget ayinga-amend uma kuvotwa laphaya besisho ukuthini. Uthi ukuthi yona i-Action SA uma izikhulumela ithini, bese silanda udokotela asichazele ngokomthetho ukuthi kusetshenzwa kanjani. Mina nawe asidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga.